Starting at point at 6 feet, number 10, Mike Conley. At forward, standing 6'9", number 3, Jaden McDaniel. Manning the middle, standing 7 feet 1, number 27, Rudy Gobert. At the power forward position, at 6'9", number 30, Julius Randle. At the end of our position, standing 6'4", number 5, Anthony Edwards.
It's a tight battle for the Western Conference title. 2K Sports presents Game 4. Will we see it even up, or will it go to 3-1? And tonight, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at their home Target Center with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. You look at the Timberwolves. They'll hold nothing back tonight to have a shot at advancing, Greg. They got it even the series.
Lose this one, and you got to win the next 3. Extremely unlikely they could recover if they falter here.
Thunder with the rebound. They're looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. 5 to shoot. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And great job from Holmgren. I like when he shows confidence attacking inside.
And it's denied. Dort against Edwards. Pass to Holmgren. Another miss by Holmgren. Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game.
Well, with his strength, Julius Randle can absorb contact easier than a lot of players. This guy is not going to be intimidated.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Julius Randle, 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Holmgren kicks to Williams. And the layup falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Conley. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Outside Edwards to the paint. And slam dunk by Gobert.
All too easy for Mr. Gobert in the painted area. Nicely done.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
It's time for this. If you see yourself on a big three, then you know what to do when you show us your move. All right. You need the attention.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Holmgren. He's defended by Randall. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass.
Let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones, and now their defense is in overdrive.
Now here's Randall. Holmgren with the block.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Clock at 6 for 3, Edwards.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And so it's Minnesota with it after Oklahoma City gets the 3. Gobert, the pass to Randall, takes a 3. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Oh, my goodness, what a response by Randall. Yes, you can make a 3, so can I.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. The Thunder shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he knocks down the first one.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Gobert with a screen on George. Edwards drives in. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Oklahoma City on D. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Williams passes to Hartenstein. Dort against Edwards. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander over Conley. And Gilgeous-Alexander the bucket on the assist by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6. And here's Randall. He's got 5. With the teardrop and the rejection by Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now defended by Randall. Yep, that one goes in there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his third bucket of the night.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. McDaniels finds Edwards. Holmgren with the steal. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
I love when Shea does not just settle for a layup. Finish with authority. What a pretty dunk.
Edwards looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Dort. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 13-5 run here. Trying to get open is Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Randall kicks to Edwards. Thunder with the rebound. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And he makes the first. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And then for Oklahoma City, Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Chet Holmgren. And Wallace subbed in for Dort. Timberwolves trail by 7. Randall outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. Williams gets the bucket.
Well, pretty pass from Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
Minnesota again turning it over. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He immediately mentioned that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of his scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shea a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
1:58 left in the first quarter of the game. Randall against Wiggins. Randall no good. And it's Williams with the ball for Oklahoma City. They lead by 11. Some solid defense from Clark. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Picked by Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Wallace, the pass to Williams. To the inside. And it's Williams throwing it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Clark. Wiggins, good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Reed. Fades away. And good that time.
You know, being that wide open sometimes leads to a miss, but that fadeaway was money.
Caruso kicks to Wallace. Here's Williams. Drives to the hoop. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels. And it's gotten them up big. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Outside Edwards. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
DiVincenzo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Yes, that goes in.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Reed with a screen on Wallace. Here's Edwards. Williams with the defensive effort.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Not everyone has the green light to take that 3 in transition, but he does, especially with the defense already set up protecting the paint.
Here's Edwards. Edwards with another miss. The Thunder leading by 18. Inside. And that one's good. Wiggins has got 6.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Timberwolves making a switch here. Einad's checked in. Jang, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Alexander Walker. Hasn't made one yet. Edwards, a screen on Caruso. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. It's Edwards on the wing. Sinks the triple. Edwards got 10 points.
Now the work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
He takes it in, and Edwards slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Pass to Reed. Here's Minot. 6 to shoot. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. Shoots it up. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Up and in on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Reed in the post. Chang defending. Minot can't get it to go. Oklahoma City leading by 15. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. 18 points for him. Now, Alexander Walker. And there's the foul. We're going Alex Caruso. That is his first foul of the game. Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Mike Conley comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Oklahoma City, Hartenstein comes in for Jang. And it's Dort in for Wallace. Conley against Gilgeous-Alexander. Conley's shot is off. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 15. Alexander Walker passes to Conley. And there's the drive. Down low and stolen by Wiggins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Guys, I think Anthony Edwards has got all the makings of not only a star in this league, but a superstar. Big frame, can score it, can board it, can handle it. Put him in any position on the floor, this guy can be successful.
The first free throw is good.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. And it's McDaniels in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And then for Oklahoma Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. And it's Williams in for Alex Caruso. Oklahoma City leading by 13. Dort with the bounce pass. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren dishes to Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 here in the quarter. Conley the pass to Gobert. Edwards against Dort. The muscle from Edwards.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most Defensive Player of the Year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of this shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. Edwards against Dort. Edwards can't hit. The Thunder leading by 17. Back to Dort. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and that one drops for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Here's Edwards into the lane, and Edwards slams it in.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
All right, man. It's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Edwards. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Wallace is checked in. There's 1:17 left in the second quarter. Outside Williams. Wallace with a screen on McDaniel. Williams. Gobert with the block.
Wow, insanely tough to get a shot off when Rudy Gobert is around. Wow.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wallace. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Here's Williams, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Jaden McDaniels. For Oklahoma City, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
2 shots.
The first one falls. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for the Thunder. He doesn't get the second one. Timberwolves trail by 18. Randall dishes to Conley. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And this is the right play by Conley, sticking with the motion and ensuring he gets to the line.
It's his first trip to the line. And the first one at the line is good. one falls, so he hits both of them. 17 seconds left here in the second. Here's Joe, covered by Conley. Pass to Holmgren. Good if it goes. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Thunder lead by 16. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
They've been great on the boards. Once these guys establish the position, it's hard to root them out, Shaq.
Tough physical approach. We'll see if adjustments are made on the other side to try and counter that. That's what you were going to say, wasn't it, Shaq?
Yeah, I was asleep. I'm sorry, Ernie.
Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. They're watching this series slip through their fingers. The first half, not the effort they were hoping for.
Oh, it's not looking great, but you can't give up. I mean, you never know.
Ball till you fall. If it's me, I'm not quitting. You got to carry me out, Kenny.
Better bring a forklift.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
Oklahoma City leading by 16. Outside, Dort. Outside, Williams.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Thunder have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Williams, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And Williams drops them both. So it's the Timberwolves now. It's an 18-point game. Conley kicks to Edwards. To Randall. Gobert the screen. 6 on the shot clock. And finished off by Gobert.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hartenstein. Dort with the ball. To the middle. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes it off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 28 points for the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, Williams gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
Randall with a screen for Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Williams. A nice shot by McDaniels.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Hey, fans, who wants the free ticket? Make some noise.
Timberwolves trail by 20. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Edwards inside, defended by George. Count that one. Edwards got 20.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Conley. Kept alive. A second chance effort. It's blocked. Here's Williams. The shot. No good. Randall with some nice D. Pass to Edwards. Conley with the 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Holmgren with a screen on Conley. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, sneaky when he moves around the floor. Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Williams. Shot clock at 6. McDaniels dishes to Conley. Here's Randall, and the rejection by Holmgren. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. To the wing right side. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving in. Count it.
Such a smoothness and ease to the way Shai Gilgeous-Alexander plays. What a pretty drive. Makes it look easy.
Conley the pass to Edwards. Offline with his 3.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Hartenstein with the screen for Dort. Over Edwards. By Conley with the rebound. And it's Conley with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Thunder.
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
I think the other thing they've done exceptionally well tonight is shoot the mid-range and take advantage of those opportunities. Anytime they're given a look, they have delivered.
And Williams drops them both. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Randall outside. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Pass to Edwards. The Trey. Offensive rebound. Randall no good. Well, Thunder have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Hartenstein with it. Edwards defending. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one, good.
Boy, you respect the shot selection from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, just taking what the defense gives him.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Shoots over Dort. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. The Thunder have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
That attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Caruso, the pass to Hartenstein.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
It's Edwards on the wing, defended by Dort.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Here's Caruso. Count it, good.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Here's Edwards. And no good that time. Nice defense from Dort. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Caruso with the ball. Picked up by Edwards.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Thunder have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
At the line for the Thunder, Caruso taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for Alexander Walker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Edwards. And Dillingham subbed in for Mike Conley. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Jalen Williams. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Dort. And it's Cason Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. DiVincenzo finds Randall. Here's Dillingham. Wallace covering. Will it go? Randall no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Caruso, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City, and his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Wallace against DiVincenzo. For 3, Edwards connects from three-point range. Edwards got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Timberwolves. Inside, and it's Wiggins with the jam.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Up top, DiVincenzo. Wallace covering. Here's Reed. There's the pass to Clark. Just 4 to shoot. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give.
Wallace misses. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
Boy, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got the handle, I've got the strength, off the dribble drive, pretty move.
Wallace kicks to Williams. Wiggins passes to Wallace. This one for 3. Joe can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Now here's DiVincenzo. Reed the pass to DiVincenzo. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. To the paint. And Williams with the stuff.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Left side. And
Guys, the agility, the hops, everything about Anthony Edwards, so good athletically.
To the inside, Wallace. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Edwards. And he drops it in from the low post. Edwards got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards in the painted area is going to be a force. Size, strength, and hops. Look out.
Wallace looking for an opening. There's the drive. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. The 3 drains the three-pointer.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope. When just a little while ago, it looked like hope was lost.
Wallace dishes to Wiggins. Back to Williams. Wiggins outside. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Edwards inside, covered by Joe. Edwards no good. Caruso against Clark. Caruso kicks to Wallace. Wiggins passes to Wallace. Caruso looking for an opening. Not going to go that time.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Pass to Joe. Wallace the pass to Wiggins. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Shooting for Oklahoma City, Wiggins. Taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw, and the Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And the second free throw, good. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Conley finds Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Over Joe. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Edwards got 13 points here in the second half alone. Wallace against Conley. Williams a screen on Randall. And it's Williams with the jam.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Outside Edwards. Over Joe. Edwards can't hit.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And it looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Zhang comes in for Williams, and Jones subbed in for Aaron Wiggins. Jones finds Wallace. Now here's Caruso. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Randall no good.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Wallace outside. Pass to Zhang for the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall dishes to Conley. Back to Randall, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And the Thunder with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Zhang. And Aaron Wiggins is subbed in for Jones. There's a minute 34 left here in the fourth quarter.
And that'll do it for Game 4. Just a terrific performance all around and a big-time conference finals win for the Thunder.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Caruso, a screen on Conley. Wallace kicks to Caruso. Shot clock at 5. Takes it inside. Rebound, Minnesota. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Edwards. There's the three. Caruso grabs the miss.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You can see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.